Let me say this. When I called in a couple weeks ago, Scott, to say that we were aggressively adding to portfolios, we cited a number of things, and we saw them 3 times this year. 224, February 24th was a period of maximum uncertainty. Russia's invasion of Ukraine, we were buyers. 3.8, which we call the blueprint bottom. That's when Europe claimed to have had sufficient natural gas to make it through the winter. Global markets rallied, and you saw the blueprint for what a recovery rally would look like. And then when I called into the show, which was 3:15, where equity futures stopped going down on bad news. We are buyers of that type of dip because we believe in the underlying strength of the economy. But right now, today, we would hit a pause on that. I would say the market's not quite overbought, but it's getting there. Most forward-looking surveys are looking a little scary, frankly. There's still a lot of strength in confidence and present situation. However, from an expectation standpoint, we're starting to weaken a little bit. And, I think you just have to be careful as to when you add to portfolios. And I do not think that now is one of those times. So in a long-winded way to answer your question, I think that, it's the weakness side is why you're seeing Apple strong. It's among the most high-quality names in the index, and it's kind of a way to play a little defense. I would say that we also raised a little cash today on this strength.
By the way, in your defense and in Courtney's defense of you, somebody points out on Twitter, like, hello, Warren Buffett's Apple position is like more than 40% of the Berkshire Hathaway portfolio. So I guess what's good enough for the Oracle of Omaha is good enough for Rob Sechan and Courtney Gibson.
Indeed.
Right, Court?
Well, I think you make a good point, though, Scott. I mean, when you think about what Warren Buffett does, and we've disagreed on certain things that he's done, like when he sold Delta, I was buying. So I'm not going to say we're obviously aligned all the time, but he's pretty close to genius in our industry. But what he does is, at least from what I've read and what I've heard, he invests in good companies, right? And when you think about Apple thrives despite the challenges. It has great leadership, product innovation. Look at the services business. Let's look at the numbers. 72% margin on their services business. I mean, Scott, you're buying good companies here right now, and I think that's what we're seeing. And when you think about companies and what they're doing, they're buying back their stock also at these levels. I mean, when we look at the market, and our desk in particular, we have more buybacks right now than we've seen in at least a decade. Look at the announcements and look at what companies are doing. They're confident in their future if they're a good one.